Hey, back again for some more Centipede. But there's been a development, a huge development. Like 3 minutes ago, this guy's just nailed it and got 70,000. Prior to that, by a minute and a half, I got 60 something. I think it's 66. So it is possible. It's just you have to get them in the farm. There's no really way to kind of get around it. You have to farm them, and you either look out for the farm, but if you try to set it up, sometimes that falls flat, or you just shoot it until you see a farm forming, and then hang in there, and that normally works. Like, I could have lasted longer, but I moved my position and I shouldn't have. Yeah. Such a good game. I kind of want to pick up the missile command, actually. Missile command's is on the Switch, and mobile, actually. It's good on mobile. But basically, it is just standard missile command, but you level up your turrets and guns and stuff to fight things quicker and have more shields and etc. And again, it's in the style of the... What was it, Vector? Aye, Vector. In the style of the Vector sort of stuff, which is cool. I love it when that does that. It's a good power up, that. If you use it right, it can clear a lot of things. See, look, they go over there's a certain shape you can hit, and if you hit the shape wrong, they can really mess you up. That'll do me. Come on, spider. Right. Right, I'm getting a bit of groove in the right there. My only issue is yeah. Gotta watch that. Yeah, you can get the groove on the one side, but sometimes it can lock you to a shorter side of the screen, and then that's just you hanging in and shooting scorpions after that, as the farm gets bigger and bigger. Which worked. Yeah, it worked. So I'm actually looking for 80 now. 80 would get me to the 8th position on PSN. The scores on PSN are ridiculous, so I don't know what folk are doing, but 200 is bananas. But I suppose if you get the right spot, you can just hang in there and I suppose many people would complain about that style because you couldn't, I don't think you could, well, you could technically do that in the other game, but because it was just you had one way to shoot and it wasn't like you had power-ups. I can see why folk would be complaining about it. But I think in the other game, the actual Centipede gets quicker and it runs faster than the map when it eats a mushroom, the poison mushroom. It properly beelines for you. Whereas these ones kind of sort of saunter down a wee bit and it's fast, but it's not as fast as it should be. If it was faster, it would really put people on the spot, like. But yeah, right now I'm just blasting. I'm not thinking about strategy, I'm just blasting away. But yes, guys nailed it. 70,000. Enjoy the McDonald's, man. Enjoy that feast. One way to look at it, at least you didn't stand at an arcade machine for over 48 hours trying to be a million score or whatever the hell that people are trying to do on half these things that you watch. Because the Twin Galaxy shit, man, that's nuts. But it is just like what you said, it's guys that are just as bad as like jocks trying to grasp onto their last remaining fame. Yeah, man, they're insane, but it makes for funny TV, so like it's decent as well. They've got actually a few documentaries. That Nibbler one's good. You like that? Nibbler one's really good. Look at this. That's what you want. Even though it does that, you want that, like that, at that point. It's what you need to get out of the cage. As long as you've got the mushrooms there, you can defend yourself. I'm breaking it like Skaz. There we go. It's McDonald's. I like it, man. But yeah, you got the... I give you your props, man. You got your props for it, right? Well done. Just promise me, if you play the hockey game, then you slap shot your TV or something. Because oh, that was good there. I like that. Oh no, come on, and the power up. Oh Christ, no. Oh, I was getting to the... It was caged in, far too caged in. Yeah, that was good playing, man. And I'll forever remember that because it's like midnight and nearly, or it's day before birthday and that proper stuff. That's a present enough, like, because I can watch that back and watch what happened. And I think what happened is you weren't trying to create a cage, but then one formed up, and then you just kept on shooting every odd mushroom, so it made like a tunnel system. And they got in, but they didn't get out. And you had a lot in that system at the bottom right, and then the left had another cage or a nest. It was beautiful. Like, I've watched people play it on the old one, and all they do is make a big straight line, and then when it goes mental, they spin the trackball and spin it so they push it forward and then push it back, and it shunts the ship forward, or the... Actually, I don't know what it is. Like a ship, we'll call it like a wand or like a magic missile, whatever it is. It shunts forward. Yeah, they really escaped. That was a flood at the end. I was like, he's not gonna... I'm like, he's gonna get the 70, but he can't last any longer than that because there's too much to take care of. But it just shows you how quick you can get the 70 if you just sit there and shoot the scorpions and that as well and survive. Because you were shooting centipedes and the scorpions in this tiny wee area like here, and just making sure that the bit on the right was looked after and it was fine. And I blinked and I was like, oh my god, he's going to get the 70. And he did it. That's centipede kill screen stuff, man. Even though I don't think there is a centipede kill screen, but wowee. What a treat. Love it, stuff like that. Love it when it happens. I know, exactly. I know. And then you were like, you just put it in gear, man. You were in like 5. Oh no, you were in 4th gear, and you're like, right, fuck this. I have to beat the score now. It was like an instant fuel. I love it. Who needs Monster when you can just fucking tell your pal that you beat the score just. Oh, it was funny. I'm actually laughing, and I've actually teared up as well. It's funny. What a good time, man. Such a good thing. Like, the only thing that would top that would be doing that on a machine, like standing next to you, because that would be like, mate, that would be just epic. Like, imagine going somewhere, having a blast in a wee arcade or whatever, and then being like, right, let's beat the score. You beat the score, and then you just be like, right, I deserve... Because whatever you have after that, you just feel amazing, because that's your reward for smashing it, man. Enjoy that McDonald's. So good. I'm going to pick up Black Widow. That's I told you that. Black Widow's coming on the when's that? The 28th. Black Widow's coming on the 28th. I'll be picking that up because that is just this, but with a spider. You're the spider, and you've got to push the eggs down the web, and it's just like, if you can. I actually played it at the arcade. You can imagine. It was like one of the Vector games, and it came out when like the trackballs and that were kind of dying off, maybe. And it's so cool, like, because it's got like loads of bugs in it, and yeah. Oh man, after that, yeah, you'd have to buy a pint after that one. Sell like a Guinness, man, Guinness or whatever, like anything, Blue Moon, whatever you can grab. Just wowie. Wowee. Look at this. What a treat. Yeah, I noticed as well you didn't, because you never had any weird mushroom stuff going on. Scotch. Because you never had butterscotch, more like. Because you never had any weird stuff going on. You never had any centipede jump the barrier, because what happens is if you have a weird setup of like half mushrooms and you put them down left and right in a column when you shoot the centipede, it doesn't know where to go. So it's got a left and a right, and it kind of freaks out, and it just gets angry and jumps over the barrier. And I've noticed that happen a few times. Like, yeah, so pretty cool, man. Like, really good playing, because that's hard to do. That's not easy. Was it been day 5? Maybe day 5 I was playing it like that, because I only played it just, and I went to, I've got playing Centipede, and then you were like, was it out? Was it out? I didn't even know it was out. And then I don't think we've played it more than a week. But yeah, PlayStation, it's the big leagues, man. That is, these people are jumping from. Pat, see if I hit the button. Do you see? I think you've seen that, didn't you? I know. No, I don't think you see that. But basically, there's a. You know the achievement system that's on the PSN. Like, you can hold or you tap the PlayStation button and it brings up here's how to get the trophies and stuff. Well, there's a. Oh, here we go. Chatting. But there's a bit where you go on and it gives you a leaderboard at the top 100, and then whatever score you've hit last, it tells you, and then that's that. But from position 8 up the way, it's high rollers. Like, we're talking 80 to get to 8th position. If you pulled the 70, you probably would have got my position, and I would have been 9th. Sorry, 9th, 10th. Of what the hell I'm at. I think I'm 9th now, so you would have, yeah, you might have been 8th, I think, or 9th, because of the whole 70 thing. But it's possible, man. It's possible. You just got to guide the centipedes in. But they were long, man. They were really long. Yeah, top 10 in the world. I like that. I was number 4 for like when it first came out. It was number 4, and I enjoyed that for a couple of days. I was like, "What are you smiling at?" I'm just 4th in the world at a game that I really like, and that really doesn't mean much to her, but she just knows I'm winning. So she said, "Oh, that's good then." People didn't really get it unless that's their thing, but quite good. It reminded me of the time when I tried to get the trophy in Pac-Man for eating all 4 ghosts at one time on one power pellet, and that is difficult because they move in a certain pattern. It was funny because when you were playing, I was messing about on that synth, and then I stopped and I watched it and I put you on TV. And well, you came to take you off TV and I put you on the phone so I could play along. But before I was playing along on that, I ended up somehow messing about with the controls on the synth, and it suddenly just made all the Pac-Man noises. Like I went up the keyboard, it was like I was doing all the sounds, and I was like, this is great. See, I've got a bit of a cage on the side there. See, and if that bug keeps on going down there, I'll leave that and I'll not touch it. Which might help me here, because I like having spiders a bit separate. We need to get the old 2600 Berserk on the go. Like that was amazing. I was at my mum's today, or mum and dad's, and that, and I was up the attic and I seen it. I forgot it was there. I thought I took it back, but so I need to resurrect it at some point. Right, I'm leaving that cage because that seems to be working, so I'll just not touch that and hopefully survive and just never have a bad moment. Oh no, I hit the hole, they're back through. Right, okay. I can get this back. I got this. The Zack challenge was amazing. I liked that. That was good. And we didn't even do it that long. We just kind of you were better at it completely, and I just never had a proper chance to, because I wanted to do it on the actual hardware, and I really need to fix the joystick. The joystick I've got, the membranes came off. Well, it came off it. It's like it tilts at one side. It doesn't. Oh, I'm joking. It doesn't actually. Like if you hit left or right or whatever, it doesn't move to the right position. So I need to get a joystick. Because we can emulate it, but I quite like the idea of playing it on the old hardware and that. Because I found the cartridge in that. Because I bought the boxed version. I've got a really bashed up box that someone got rid of for like $4.99 with the game, and I'm like, right, I'll take that. But I really need a controller. Because I think I prefer the 2600 version to the... Oh, is it? Oh, okay then. Well, we can do an emulator. I'm just being a wee dick. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Emulator's fine. Even MAME's good for that. Like I like the 8-bit do. That's a great pad for that as well. I think every time I've played it, I kind of prefer the Berserk on the 2600, but the actual arcade one, I seem to just die instantly on because it's brutal, like really bad. Computer alert, oh right. Yeah, I had a nice wee cage going on that side, and then I died, but it's because they got in. Somehow they got let in, and I never shot nothing, so I want to know how they got out that. Yeah, it really is. I think the game would be nowhere near as bad if it didn't have evil auto stuff going on. But that's the point, it's risk and reward, isn't it? But yeah, we can do that, man. We can do the MAME stuff as well. I like the MAME stuff. Christ, we can even do Robotron. I've never properly challenged that, but again, when this arcade... I think it was called Game Over or something, or Game X. It was a Game Expo thing. It came to the museum at Edinburgh, and I went with my mate Steve, and he's like, oh, it's going to be talking about like how they make games and the history of video games. I was like, oh, great, that's cool. I'm happy with that. And I walked in, and all the machines were there, all the cabinets were at the front door, and it was like you walked into an old arcade because you could hear like Donkey Kong noises, and it was amazing. Probably like the best like 11 quid I've spent on a Saturday. I couldn't believe it, and I'm like, what? These are free, and I can just sit and punt a bit on Donkey Kong, or like, long as there's no queue. And I got to try Missile Command and Donkey Kong, Centipede, Black Widow, Robotron. I've got a photo of me standing in the playing the Robotron cabinet, which is weird. It's like a twin stick shooter. You've got like 2 joysticks to play, and like one moves your guy, and one shoots where you need to go and stuff. But these cabinets are amazing. I like the other part about the games in that, because they had the actual, what was it, the hot rod they had. The hot rod from, what was it called? The vehicle, the beast, or what it was called, from, what's the Jack Black game again? Brutal Legend. They had a massive thing about Brutal Legend, and it was amazing. And I remember being like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I might have hooked these boys in here. Good stuff. I'll hang in for the 70. Wouldn't that be fun? Hanging in for another 70. I don't think I'm going to do it though, but I'll try. There's the 56. I need to get the spider out of the way. If the spider behaves, that'll do me, Captain. Just give me my 70. It's all I'm wanting. Because he's going to have to finish the McDonald's and potentially play again. Wouldn't that be a pain? Wouldn't that be a real pain? But yeah, like, it was cool. They had really smart stuff, and it was a good time, and it was cheap. Well, cheapish. It wasn't too bad, but there's the 70. I've got to hang on. I need the 80. I need the 80. I can't not do it with it. I need the 80. Like, that has to happen. So there's a freak occurrence that's happened there, folks. 71. It's funny how iron sharpens iron. Right now you'll be going mental, but hopefully you're celebrating. And did I do it on my birthday? I did. I did it 30 minutes after my birthday, so that's fun. I'm just going to keep shooting things, if that's alright. And just can climb the leaderboards while I keep my centipedes in the one side, because hopefully they'll just stay there and I'll not touch it, and I'll just scoop and scoop. 8-tailed me. That'll do. Happy with that. That's good. It's saying 11th, but sometimes it can be a bit different. So let me just see what I'm actually on. Or can I see it? It says I'm 9th. It says I'm 9th in the leaderboard, so I must have been 10th before, but it's weird. It can change each time. That was cool. That was cool. As I was telling a story there, and it went a bit weird. But yeah. So the whole arcade thing was brilliant. And Pac-Man as well. I just started Pac-Man, and that was really smart, because Pac-Man's got the cheers, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, Pac-Man was brilliant. Like, because in the classic, the Space Invaders. But you know what? The Space Invaders, it has the screen on the bottom. So basically, it's got this. The monitor is flat, but there's a mirror. There's a mirror on the ground that projects on the back. And they then put overlays over the top of it, so that's why it looks green in like different colours. That was really smart, because I really, and even just to hear the side of the machine going, like, it was just really smart. Yeah, it's just some of them I was light. I have no idea why. I'm quite chuffed I managed to do this on stream, and that's helped me. Because when you get to the point where you're not sure what you're doing, and then I think it's seeing the run. thanks to your wee technique there, guys, somehow I ended up with the ultimate farm on the left hand side. I just left it and then I got a bit too excited. But I'll take it. I'll take 80, like. I probably could have just sat there. If I calmed down, I probably could have sat there and scooped to 200, but all's fair in love and Robot Wars, eh? Right. I mean, it says it all that I'm trying to go for it again. Why am I doing it? Why am I trying to go for it again? I don't know. No idea why, but I've seemed to want to do that. And again, not taking anything away from your feet, because it was absolutely stunning how you did it. And I was just chatting away and even thinking about it. That's probably why I did it. Because if you think about it too much, that's it done. It really is, man. It really is fun and addictive. But yeah, but there was lots of cool. There was, you know, like the Outrun cabinet that was there as well, because they had like loads of Sega stuff, like History Sega, and they had what else did they have? Oh, the Hang On, the Super Hang On. They had that as well. It was on the bike, leaning left and right, and that is a nightmare. Oh wow, I think I've maxed out my pain there. But yeah, like Super Hang-Ons, that was amazing. And I got to try Sega Saturn, because I've never had a shot of Sega Saturn before, so that was pretty cool. And I played a bit of Knights, but the joystick was knackered, like it was clearly a like one that they've had for too long, and people have been arsing about it. Yeah, man, you like Hang On. Well, Super Hang On was is Super Hang On the arcade one? I'm sure it is. But yeah, like, you're good at that game. Like, I tried to be good at that game. That's difficult. I went to Africa and I was like, yeah, that's me, man. I'll take that. Getting to Africa is like, you have to play a perfect game in the first match, or you didn't get through. Love it. This is just such a good game, isn't it? It's just, everything's here. There's greed, there's strategy, there's power-ups now, there's the way it works, like the way the centipedes even handle themselves. It's just class. And I think recently Atari's changed hands, isn't it? So like the person in charge, like, right, we need to bring these games back, and they've done it really well. More power to them, like. So cool. Only thing I would moan about ever, if I was going to be like my ideal, I would be like, right, if I've got this game, like if I've got it and I'm playing it and I'm loving it, when you complete it, you just unlock the original Centipede. That would just be it. That's all you need, eh? All you need, eh? And then everybody's happy, and you didn't have to complain about switching it over or changing modes. You're just like, right, cool. I've completed the game. I've magically unlocked the OG version. Let's see how that fares with no power-ups, and a flea that dances, and the spider that can kill you instantly if you fall into the thing, because it jumps. But you know, it's really weird, and this is going to sound stupid. The Millipede's a game I can't play. I just can't play it. There's too much going on. Like and I watch people play that game, and that is just. That'd be good, man. A publisher collection would be amazing. Well, do you know they did it before? They've done it on the PSP. They did it on the PSP, and yeah, they did it on the PSP, and I remember thinking that'd be amazing if they done new versions of the games and stuff. Because I don't know if you remember, but a long time ago on the PSN, where they had PlayStation Home. PlayStation Home in Japan had a thing you could go on a website and put a code in, like it was like a free Namco thing, and if you signed in for a Japanese PSN on PlayStation Home, you unlocked arcade cabinets for your house, your like your wee house or your area or your wee flat, whatever. And you pop these arcade cabinets in the house or area, residential place, and you'd have like Centipede was one of them, and Galaga was another one, Pac-Man was another one, Dig Dug was another one, and they were just machines that you punted about. But when you went up to them and hit X, you were playing the game, and you downloaded that game. And here's the cool bit: at the time, if you had a Vita, you could go on and download the arcade versions of those games because you had them in the PlayStation Home. And I nearly had it working, and I got all the stuff working, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing!" And I've got it. And then I went into the Vita, hit the button. They pulled the download, obviously, by the time I got the Vita. So I've got the actual download there on my Vita, but I can't play it because it doesn't exist. So that's annoying. But the PSP collection's on the Vita as well, because you can play PSP games on there. But I had that on I'm pretty sure I had it on the PSP. I also had Midway Classics, which was amazing, because that had Joust. Joust was on that. Joust was super, like. It was really cool. It was a cool bit. I used to sit and listen to music there. Like I found a way of playing music. Like you sitting next to the water, and then you jump in and play music through the headphones. Yeah, Joust was cool, but Joust was difficult. Like, but the whole point is the Midway collection had Rampage. So you had Rampage. You had all these different games that you maybe have seen, but you're like, oh, I didn't know that was Midway, or you just didn't pick up it was Midway. Defender, that was Williams as well, wasn't it? Defender. There's so many they could do if they just got the rights for it, but because I think I played Defender as well in the arcade cabinets, but there was a lot there, but I got my money's worth that day anyway. Oh, see, if I had that power up, I would have been a bit more. I'm glad I didn't get a bit more brave earlier on, and I didn't jump across to the farm, because every time I've done that, it's ended in tears, and it was quite a quick game to get to the point where I didn't think I was going to get to, so that was a strange thing. But I just find it really funny that I just got this. I got the score, and then I got the 66, and then you were like halfway through, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's at 50 now, and he's got nothing going on. He's got 2 left and right farms going on, or nests." And I was like, "Do you know what? This is going to be a Donkey Kong kill screen here." And you got the 70. And then somehow I ended up getting the gift for the gods, and I just hung fire and shot stuff till I got 70. Realised I got 70, and I was like, well, looks like I'm going for an 80 now then. Kind of wished I got 84 though, because 84 would have took a lot of people off the map. Not that it's a bit brutal to slaughter, but it is. It does, it really does. You just have to stop and think, like, breathe, because when you start thinking about it too much, it's get stressed and that, and that's when it goes downhill. Like, but at least I can get a new game now, because technically I got the trophies and I got the platinum for this, so I'm quite chuffed. So it means I can get Black Widow and feel quite happy about it, because I'm one's in, one's out sort of thing. Not that this will ever go out, but like I've kind of maxed it. Like, other than getting the high score in like the world, I've maxed it, and I'll just keep chipping at that. That is brutal. What's going on there, lads? You're going a bit crazy on the account of. There's always a way in. There's always a way. They always get a way in. Ruined it. But if you shoot your way up the top, they can they weave out. Oh man, yeah. When you can, you need to watch that film. You need to watch You know what's that Dune film? That was something else. Like that was epic. And watch it with headphones on. Like you know if you can get like a splitter or your mixer or whatever, and put two headphones on and let Inky have a set and you have a set. It's amazing. Just set the time aside. We can all wait and buy it, etc. But I tell you what, like treat yourself because that link is perfect. That's all I'm saying. And everyone's trying to save pennies, man. So it's a HD as close as you're getting, unless you really want to super the money for it. But I'm telling you, I probably will pay for it at some point. But it's amazing, and it's not rushed either. They really lean back into the artwork and the views and stuff. It's clever. And I can't wait to see more. Well, this is especially a thing. Like it's just you've got to. It's pretty cool though. 'Cause it's the guy that plays Thor's dad. Not Thor's dad. Thor. I just mixed up two things there. My brain went dad and it said something completely different. No, he's you know like in the first Thor film, the scientist that he meets and that knows the legends and stuff. It's Skarsgård. That's his name. That's the dad of the person that played the clown in the new It films. That's what it is. That's why I was saying dad. I don't know why I thought about that like that. I was like, wait a minute. It's not Thor's dad. It's not fucking Anthony Hopkins. It's fucking someone Skarsgård. I can't remember his name. I should really know his name though. But he was good in Thor. I thought it was a good film. I can't believe I just got that 80. That's nuts. Of all the fucking times to do it as well. Tomorrow I'll be like, oh look, I've got 80,000 on Centipede. What does that mean? It means Gaz having a friendly competition and he got 70 and then I beat him with 80. Just. Pulled out of the bag when he was eating his McDonald's. That was brilliant. Dude, it's on YouTube. I did it on YouTube. I was gutted because you did yours and I was like, oh, I wish I could just do that on YouTube. And I went back and thank God I went to stream again. Oh, what a treat, man. What a treat. Within the top 10, I'll take that. If I can best it, I'll best it, but yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. You'll end up beating it though, I know what you're like. You'll find a way and be like, right, okay, let's do it. I still think there's a way I can make Centipede in Rec Room, because it is just an asset that pushes things down. And in an animation that tilts every so often. Because you can make things move and animate. And if I tell it can only turn a certain way, then that might be a thing. Because you can actually program in Rec Room, it just takes a wee while. A guy called Velt that I used to speak to, he's got a lot of knowledge on that. Imagine a giant Centipede game with those laser guns that we were shooting in the other game. I'd love that. I need to look into it. I'm a bit rusty in Rec Room. I've not been there for a while, but I know that how to do things to the point where I don't build stuff. Like I've done a lot of that. These other people are really more artists or they're like programmers. Where I was in it with shapes, like, oh yeah, this looks like this. It doesn't look like that, but I've told people it was like that, so that's what they perceive. Which, in a way, is kind of like how when everyone's like, oh yeah, that's a ship, or you see a box art in an old Atari game, and it's like, it looks amazing, a proper artwork, when it's actually just a triangle on a screen. You just gotta use your imagination. Whoa, that was unusual. I've never seen that before. The scorpion on top of the centipede and going through it. I don't think I've seen that before. Maybe I'm talking nonsense, but I don't think I have seen that. Yeah, exactly. Adventure. What a game. I mind why when I got that, because I think I went to see, right, because I didn't have a job still, right, and I was feeling pretty shitty, and I went, fuck it, I'm going to see Ready Player One, and I think I went to see it myself during the day, and after it I ended up, what did I do again? Oh yeah, I ended up, the film was so good that, you know, you get that thing where you get like you get the what is it, like the shivers or the shakes or that, and it's like the intense, like, oh, I have an amazing feeling. I get that with if I've seen something at the cinema and I've not hyped myself for it, but it's actually glorious and I'm seeing it. You get the goosebumps. It's like that. I watched that film, got that because I loved the book. Like, yeah, I loved the book, but obviously it's different. It had to be different, but they did as much as they could with probably the time and constraints and copyrights and shit. But watched that and I was like, oh wow, I just need to bite the bullet and buy that far point for the VR. And I actually finished the film and went to the Smith's Toys and just bought the fucking far point. And I think it was my birthday as well, actually. Maybe it might be. So I bought it and then went into Farpoint and I was like, this is nuts. This is like Starship Troopers in VR. Like, you're actually there with the guns and stuff. Yeah, the costumes are off, man. I'll give you that. I think was it your man at Scott Pilgrim? He would have been good. Can't remember his name, but he would have been really good. He would have been good as the main dude. In fact, you could have probably pillaged the Scott Pilgrim cast, and it would have been just as fine. That's another film I went to see, and people were like, it sold it that much that people were actually sitting on the floor in the aisles watching it. You just wouldn't get that now. But I remember that. People having tickets, and it's like, oh, people are sitting in my seat, right? Well, those folk need to move. So those people ended up having to leave, chancing the seats and left, and ended up having to sit on the floor, man. Yeah. Yeah, I get what they're trying to do. I like the guy that played Halliday was amazing. He basically just was Garth in Wayne's World. So that was cool. And if he did it, if I could have chose my Halliday, it would have been Dana probably to do it, because that would have been amazing. Just to see him in a different role would have been class. I would have loved that. And Alan Rickman is the main baddie guy. That would have been amazing. So naturally, all these these dens are turning up really easily, and I'm not even actually trying for them, so that's annoying, because when you start trying for stuff, that's when it doesn't happen, or you get it to a point and then you get the... Because I'm getting a similar vibe. Yeah. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here and I can't see because your chat's there. Your chat killed me! No, it's your fault. Sabotage, I count sabotage. Oh, do you know what I should do? Right, I'll stop the stream, right? But I'll come back and I'll play. Have I downloaded it? Let's see. I'll check if I've downloaded it first. Let me just double check, because I think I picked it up. Oh, where is it? Where is it? I'm definitely got it. I have bought this before, and I'm hoping, yeah, it's there. Okay, that's cool. I can as well. Go back into the Minter catalogue and let's see if I can score some trophies in this, because that would be good. Because I do like the Lamasoft games. Yeah, but like it was really good. It was really good. That I'm really proud. One was awesome, but it made me pick up Farpoint, and Farpoint is fantastic. And terrifying as well at the same time. 24%. It won't take me too long. Oh, I can't believe that. I can't believe just cooked 80. That's nuts. Because I was like, oh, that's insane. You've just done it on the PC, and then your challenge was to try and do it again on the PlayStation. You didn't get a chance, and I feel bad about that. I'm going to put it into the bottle of Coke. I've only had a wee bit here. You know, when you get the dregs left of the Coke bottle. I've had that, and then maybe it's that. I don't know. It's freezing. Right. I'm also looking for spiders, just in case I see actual spiders in real life, because they're the ones that actually get me way. Look at that, man. That's wowie. Never thought I was going to get that. Never thought I was going to get that at all. It's such a jump. Like people get like to 66 or 60, and then it's a jump, and you're in the 80s. Like, pardon the pun. Unbelievable. In fact, we put the immersive on when we're waiting on the. Look at that. Look at the languages as well. That's clever. Like, I love a good effort. I think effort's just good, and even option and inversions, that's cool as well, because a lot of people when they play shooter, I it's not a shooter, but it is technically, they kind of wanting to invert it or whatever, and they can't sometimes, so it's good to kind of... Also, my movement sensitivity was set to 80, not try to keep it legit, but that's exactly what I was doing. Look at this. This is different when it's like this, eh? Look at that. What's going on there? That's nuts. See, I think it's harder almost. You can't see what you're doing, but you're just shooting things. I know you're always shooting stuff, but you know what I mean? Like yeah, I had to move it, man. It was too sensitive for me. The reason being, I was doing things like that, and it was doing skating past it. So like a shudder, so I would kill. I wouldn't be able to get past certain things, and I would skate into them like slipstream style. So I changed it because I was like, I can't have that. But yeah, I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted by the missile command. I might get that because then I can have all my consoles up here and tidy my desk a bit because it's got a lot of gear in it. My desk is busy. Oh, that's a good mix. Yeah, look at that. Let's keep going with that. Let's just keep going with that one, right? There we go. Just keep it ticking over. There we go. Yeah, I've got my soldering gear on there. I've got the Moog on there. I've got the PlayStation 5. I've got my lights. My wee teenage engineering lights for IKEA that are amazing. When you hook them up to a sound source, they kind of pulse along with the sound coming through and that, which is pretty cool. This is looking quite hairy actually. Oh jeez, right. I feel like a good slowdown. Yeah, that's brutal. I'm glad they put the other mode in because I wouldn't be hitting 80 anyway. Right, give me a wee sec and I'll see if I can get the